Hi everyone, this week we're going to be drawing Pokemon characters. Today we're going to draw Charizard. So like that button down below and let's get started. The first shape that we're going to draw is the belly area. So we're going to start right around this part of the page, so center of the page and just about here. And we'll draw a kind of like a pear shape. Come down, and this will be the belly, like this. We'll kind of flatten this out like that, so it's kind of like almost like a part of a U shape. Okay, and then we can extend the neck up a little bit higher, like this. Then over here, we'll draw the other side of the neck. Okay, and then let's draw the leg over here on this side. So we'll start right about here and we'll create a curve like this. And we'll come down somewhere at about that spot here. And then come over to the right just a little bit, right about there. And then we'll draw the other side of the leg. So we'll draw a curve like this. And the bottom here will be somewhat of a wider gap. So we'll draw the toes. So over here we can draw a shape that comes down and then it hooks like that. And then we'll draw another smaller one like this. Okay, and then we can draw a curve from this spot here. We'll draw a curve up and then go over towards the right, and then you'll come down like this. So that'll be the nail, one of his nails. And then we'll curve this like that. So we'll draw one nail. And then we'll draw this little shape here on the other side. So right around here, we'll draw something like that. And then we'll draw another nail over to the right. So we'll come across like this. And then we'll draw up and down to a point. And then we'll draw the third nail over here. So come up just a little bit and then straight across like that. You can have a little bend to it, and then we'll come back up and then down to a point like that. And then we'll draw this little toe piece here that kind of comes up and curves over like so. And then we'll connect this shape to that over there, just like that. All right, so now we have one leg. Let's get the other leg on this side. So come over from this leg, approximately about, if you draw an imaginary line in the center of the neck here, come down somewhere about here. You can come slightly to the left, like that. And then we'll draw his heel like this. And then we'll come over like that. And now we'll draw these shapes right here on this side. So we'll have a little bump like this, and then we'll draw one of his nails coming down. Approximately the same length as these ones here. Don't make these ones really long and these ones short. Try to keep them similar in size. Okay, so there's one. And now this one's gonna be touching the other nail. So you come over, and then right about here, we'll do another one like that. And then right at the tip here, we'll come and draw the third one. So we'll come down and then we'll go up and connect to the tip there. Okay, so we have our 3 toenails. And then we can draw these little lines like this, one here, and then we'll finish off this shape on the other foot over here. So I have this little bump like that. And then this curve here will follow similar. We'll have a line like this, a short one. And then this curve here, we want to have a curve similar to that. So if you want to start here, you can do that and then come up. So we'll come like this, we'll go up and we'll bend and we'll end right about here. So we'll come over like this and we'll bend like that. So now we have his 2 legs. Now we can draw the tummy. So from right about here, we'll draw a curve up and over like that. So that's his belly area. Okay. And then the next step right around here, we'll draw a curve that comes up like that. And then his arm is going to be, you're going to have a little bit of an opening here for his arm that's going to come down. Okay, so we'll start with the top of his arm and we'll come like this inside here a little bit. So we'll come up like this, that'll be a shoulder. And then down here, we'll come to right about here like this. But we can maybe start about here actually. So do something like that. And then we're going to draw a line that kind of projects out this way. And this can have a slight curvature to it. And then this one here. So this will be kind of like the bicep area. And then this is going to be like the elbow joint. So you'll stop here and then you can do like a slight curve like this. You just have like a little bit of a bump like that. All right, so this is like the forearm. And then we'll do the same on this side. Right around here, we'll have like a little bump this way going towards the wrist. So the wrist's gonna get a little bit narrower. And then we'll draw his hand with 3 claws on it. So right over here, we'll draw this little bump like this. And then we'll come across like that. And then we can come back up. And this will be the thumb with the first claw. So you'll come from the left, you'll go down towards the right, and then you'll come and meet as a point, just like that. Okay. So then we're going to have another claw here and then one at the top. Okay. So what we can do from here is we'll draw another curve like this, and then we'll draw a shape like this, like a C. Okay. So that's going to be this part over here on this claw. And now this one points down into the left. So we'll hook this over like that, and then we'll come all the way up here and come down like this. So we'll have almost like 2 pinchers. Then we can create a little shape above the claw like this, add a little bit like that. And then we'll have the third claw coming really close to this one. This one's a little bit flatter like this. We'll come up, okay, and then we'll come back down and meet where that point is. And then we'll draw these these bumps right here. We'll do a bump like this, and then one like that, and then another one like that. All right, so now we got his left arm actually. It's on the right side right page, but that's his left arm. Now we'll come straight across for the other arm. So right where this shoulder meets, we'll start right about here. You can be tilted down just a little bit. You don't have to be exact, but we'll have a little bump like this for his other shoulder. And then his bicep will have like a shape like this. Okay, something like that. And then right around here, I'm going to start where the elbow is so that I have a similar width spacing as we have over here. So I'm going to find out where that is right around here. Okay, and then I'm going to curve this because his arm's going to come up in this direction. So we'll have a little bit of a bend like that, and then this will come somewhere about here. Okay, see how thick this is here? Something in a similar, so we'll come like this, and we'll do that. All right, excellent. How you guys doing so far? Does yours look similar to mine? Yeah, keep going. I know you got this. Okay, then we'll come up to the left. So we'll start right about here where the elbow is, and we'll come up like this, roughly about here. And then see how wide the wrist is on this arm? We'll do something similar on this side. And we'll kind of come and have like a little bit of a wiggle. And the bicep will kind of extend in a bit, all right? Now we'll create the 3 claws on the other hand. What we'll do here is the palm area. We'll draw that in first. So we'll have a little bit of a bump like this. And then the claw finger area will start like this. So we'll do a shape like a backward C. And then we'll do a slight curve like this. And then we'll do the other side of the finger like this. We'll do a C shape like that. Now this claw is going to be pointing up and to the right. So we'll come like this, and then we'll join them as a point. All right, so there's one, the thumb. Then what we can do is we can go from here down to the left a little bit, and then we'll do another shape upwards like that. So we're going to draw this, this, and this, these three shapes. We're going to draw right over here. So we got one, then we'll come across like this. That's two, and then we'll hook this over like that. And then we'll just draw another one pointing up and to the right. Another claw, come in and point like that. All right, so this part here is a little bit tricky. I'll start my point, actually. I'll start my claw shape first. So I'll do a curve like this, and then I'll come down. And I want to have a space between this one and this one here, a little bit of the hand that you can see, the finger that you can see there. And then what I'll do is I'll join these together, and then I'll create a curve like this. And then you can see here I kind of have a little bit of a gap, so you can kind of fill that in. And then on the inside I will do a shape like this, and then one more that comes off of that, just like so. And then we'll complete the finger, we'll come down, and we'll join back to this corner here. So we'll come down like this, and we'll come up like that. So there you go, you have our two hands with three claws in each. All right, so we got most of the body done now. Let's go and we'll do the head. We're gonna save the wings for last because those are gonna be behind the entire body. So we'll save those for the end. So for the head, we will draw the lower part of the head. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm gonna come off of this shape right here. So I'm gonna come in just a little bit, and we're gonna come over like this. And right when we touch this, we'll have like a little bit of a step up, and then we're gonna draw the chin. So the chin's gonna have like a double bump there. This chin's gonna have a double bump. Okay, and then on this side, I'm gonna come across, and you can see my neck's a little short, which is fine. So just come across here, and then what I'll do is right around here, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna hook over. Okay, and then I can just finish my neck like this. All right, we'll just do that in case yours is short, just like mine was. Now let's get the eye in so that we know how much of the top of the head we need to do. So for the eye, if you come right off of the neck right here, just come straight up, somewhere about here, okay? We will go to the left of that a little bit, and we'll do this like shape like that kind of follows this jawline. Okay, and then we'll draw the eyeball. And you know what? Let's draw the top of the eye first. So over here, go to where this point is on the left, and then come up and almost like a V shape pointing to the right. So you'll come up and then hook over a little bit. Okay, now what this does is this gives us the top and bottom line. So we can draw the eye in now. So we'll curve this down like that, and then we'll draw the other side of the eye right there like that. And if you want to extend these a little bit further, you can do that. That's cool. And then we'll draw the eyeball in the middle like this. And then I'm going to have like a little highlight in the corner. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to have a shadow just like that. So that line's going to follow this curve right here, and then I'll color this in with my black marker. Okay, and then the rest of the eye we'll color in blue later on in the video. All right, guys, how you guys all doing? If you like this video, don't forget, hit the like button, and please subscribe to our channel so that you can see other video tutorials as they come out every single day. All right, guys, thanks for the help. All right, now we'll do the top of the eye. Okay, so we'll come up like this. So it's going to be tighter here, closer here, and wider up here. Okay, it's going to have like a little bit of a kink. You're going to come like that. And now you can see why we tried to get the eye in first before we drew the rest of it. Because if we try to draw the head, then your eye might not fit properly in there. Okay, so we have the eye there. Now we'll start over here. We'll draw the other eye on the other side of his head. So we'll have this bump. We'll come right about here, actually right around here. Okay, and you'll do this like this little bump like that. And then you'll kind of flatten as you come down. And then you'll have this bump like that. So that's kind of like the front part here. You'll bump down there. And then right over here, we'll have a shape that comes like this and across. Now we'll leave the mouth open a bit. Okay, so what we'll do is we can start with the lower part of the mouth. So this spot here that we have, we'll draw a shape like this. Then we'll curve this like that. And then we'll come down here. So this is fairly close. Okay, you're somewhat close to this line here. And then we'll draw the top of the mouth. So now we'll draw from right about here. And you can draw this actually coming a little bit further if you want, almost like underneath the eye, if you draw a line down. Now we'll have the mouth open. So we'll come over here and then we'll start coming up like that. And then we'll hook this over like this. And then this part here will extend. See how like the lower part of his mouth, this one, because it's open, it's going to overhang to the left a little bit more. And then we'll kind of have this like round shape. And then this will kind of come up and bump. So that's his like kind of like his nostril area. Now you can draw these two little lines here if you want. Have these like little shapes in there. And then we'll draw kind of like this curve like that. Now we can put some teeth. So we can have some small, sharp teeth, one at the top and another one pointing down over here. And then we'll have two pointing upwards from the lower jaw. So one there and then one here. And then we can draw a line just like that to kind of close the mouth, have that closed up. Okay, now we'll create the horns. So we'll have right where this top bump is here, we'll create this like horn that kind of comes over to the right. All right, it'll come down and it's gonna come over like this. And then right over here, we'll create the other horn. And what I'll do is I'll just draw a shape like this. And then the second one kind of comes over, comes up, and then does that. So you got his two horns on top of his head, and then we'll just create a line that kind of joins those together. So we got his whole body put together. We did his head, his arms, his hands, his legs. Let's get in the tail just before we finish off, all right? So this tail, what we'll do is see this line here, his belly line. So that goes and continues, but we're not going to draw it through the leg. We're going to continue like as though it's right behind the leg, an invisible line, and right where it comes out, we'll kind of continue and point down a little bit. Okay, and the same over here. We'll start right about here. And now be careful when you go through the claw, okay? So you don't want to go right through his claw because the tail is going to be behind the claw. So it ends right around here, and you can come up like this and start coming down, and the line is going to be invisible, and it's going to continue, and it's going to point like that. All right. And then the yellow part that we'll color this in, that's going to kind of show up at the bottom. So we'll have to draw another line. So we're going to be thicker here, and it's going to go to the point at the tail. So we'll kind of come like this, and then extend that down just like that. All right. Now let's get the wings put in place. I'm going to start on the left side here. Now be careful of how much extra space you have on your page. Okay, so we need to leave a little extra room over here. So I'm going to come on this side, and I'm going to draw the first wing, and we're going to go right through his face here, his jaw. So we'll do the same thing. We're not going to draw through it. So we'll draw a line like this, and then we'll have like this as though it's invisible going through, and then we're going to come up, and then it's going to have like this little hook here, a little bony structure there. All right, and then we're going to come down over to this side, and we'll stop right about here. Okay, so if you want to start here, okay, somewhere out there, you can do that, or you can start over here and come down. Let's start over here. So we'll start coming down like this, and then it's invisible, and then we're gonna pick it up right about here, and we'll stop. Okay, now we'll draw the top here has like a little bit of a thickness. So we'll come like this. All right, that's gonna get a little bit wider here, and it's gonna get thinner and narrower as we go up like this. It's gonna bend, and then this is gonna point here. So we're gonna start over here, and then we're gonna get narrower and narrower and narrower till it's almost like a point. Just like that. So here you can see it's thicker, and it starts getting thinner, thinner, thinner all the way to here. And now we'll create two curves like this. Okay, so we'll do one, which will be almost like if you drew a line, let's draw a line like this. Okay, one of the wing veins in the wing. So we'll do something like this. So that'll give us like this, the break point. Okay, so we'll come up and down like that. And then this one will go up like that. And then if you want to draw, you know, you can draw a couple more like little lines like that if you want. Okay, so that's one wing. And now we'll do the wing on the other side. So right over here, we'll come to where the shoulder is, and we'll draw this shape like that. So this is going to have a rounder shape like this. And then we're going to come up to right about over here. So we're going to come up, and this doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Okay. And then you're going to have your little bony tip over here. So this will kind of come up and back down. Okay. So that's this point over here. That's over there. And now we're going to come down, and we'll stop somewhere. You can kind of see somewhere about over here. So we're going to draw this curve like this, just like that. This one's a little bit spread out. And then we'll draw the thickness that we did here. We'll draw that on this side. So start right about here, do a little curve shape up, and then follow that line. You can kind of get thinner and thinner as you get up towards this spot. And then as you come down, we want to thin this out. Okay, so we'll start to slowly thin this out as you get to the tip there, the end. Okay, now we can draw this center point here, so that you have these two shapes. We can draw one on this side, and this will kind of curve like in this direction. Okay, and then our curve will come up and probably run right into the hand. So we'll come up like this, and then this one's gonna continue, and you'll see it show through. So it's gonna continue through the arm. You're not gonna see it, and then you're gonna see it like right about there. We'll add a little bit of a flame to the back of the tail, the end of the tail. Okay, so here you can just add some like flamey fire shapes, these like little pointy flame shapes like that. So his end of his tail, and then you can round this at the bottom and have this kind of round, and have some flames kind of extended off of here, just like that. And then you can go inside of this like that. And then you'll see when we color this in, there'll be kind of like this outline, just like that. And then you can do like another one inside of here, just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and color this in. So we're gonna speed up the video so you guys can watch as I color this in. So there you go, guys. We just finished Charizard from Pokemon. Here he is. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please like that button and subscribe to our channel. Then you can see a lot of other videos that we have every single day. Bye-bye.